This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Hubbard again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the pistol, it's Young. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. York good on the point after. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 43. Completes this one to Hill. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Forced out to his right. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Go, check. Let's go.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Space to the left. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Hubbard runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get 6 more on their early advantage. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Good. What's that?
Here's the give to Irving. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
King. Good.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin.
Good.
They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He connects downfield on 4. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Working quickly here.
Regular. That's good. For the Buccaneers. What?
From the red zone now. This one's taken in by Otten. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Dump off to his fullback. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
White on 1st and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Buys time, rolling right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Trevin Wallace has it. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Irving. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dive in and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers looking at 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That pass complete to Irving. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the gun, Mayfield. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Mayfield to throw again. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker throwing again. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw it. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Baker now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number 2, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation. And really, listen, if there is a path...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
On third down, it's Young. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Dad!
Irving on the inside give. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. Irving hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They give to Irving, left side. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here. They run again with Hubbard. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Third down run by Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Up the middle, Hubbard. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Play action now. Young bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go.
Young on the play action. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, Young. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Now is York to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again is Baker. Oh no, they get him yet again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it.